boots on the ground, putting it down. Get up, get up. I got something to tell you. I don't think they want you to know, but I'm going to tell you anyway. Five-time best-selling author Mickey D. I host The Scoop. I want to thank you for joining me. It's a pleasure. It's an honor to be on your electronic device, my friends, a.k.a. the Baby Knockout GOAT. Thank you very much. My subscribers have given me that title, and I love it. I love it, guys, because there's no one else out there picking baby knockouts like we do on The Scoop. What are baby knockouts? Baby knockouts are companies that we identify early in our research at under a quarter, usually, and these stocks have the ability to just take out and wipe out the competition. You know, like when we identified, a company like in the crypto area, which seems to be taking a little hit right now. But we identified them early, and they rose up and really did an outstanding job, my friends. But anyway, I'm going to tell you guys the number one lesson that I've basically learned from my first two uranium bull markets. This is my third, guys, the third uranium bull market that I've traded. 2000, the run up to 2007, 2005, 6, 7. You guys know I was just off that sugar high after trading the dot-coms. And the same people I rolled with during the dot-coms, I rolled right into uranium with them also. I'll tell you about it here in a second, my friends. But my friends, as you know, The Scoop is for your education, your entertainment, your information only. Not a stockbroker, not a money manager, not a financial advisor, my friends. I write books. I put them on, they're on Amazon.com. They're at your local library. They're at your local bookstore. You can go to your local library. They'll give it to you free. You get your library card and say, hey, I want to order these books by Mickey D. And they'll give them to you, especially this one right here, my friends, How to Invest in Uranium Now. I want to thank all of you guys for making that a hit there on Amazon and your bookstore. Because, see, there's not, you guys, you want to know if you can get broken off and if you can make money. That's the bottom line. You tuned in to me because you've had a lot of, we're getting our first millionaires now. And we get in super early. See, that's the key, guys. You don't want to know how uranium is refined or how it's enriched or its military, its civilian applications. I covered that stuff in here. 92 protons. The neutrons, the voltage. You don't want to know the spot market price, the term market price. You don't want to know all that stuff. You don't want all these reports from all these different companies. You want to know if you can make money. And that's the bottom line, guys. That's the bottom line. And in here, there are our top 10 stocks, the 10 best uranium companies to invest in today. Today, my friends. If you'd have gotten this a year ago, my friends, you'd know that one of those companies is Uranium Participation Corporation. They scratched a deal with Sprott. You're going to hear a lot about it, guys. You're going to hear a lot about that deal because they're going to be buying you. I'm not going to front road. Why should I front run Eric Sprott? He's the dog. He's been out there. Eric, I've been rolling with Eric in gold and silver for years. Now Eric is uranium. It's all over, guys. It's over. But anyway, I want to tell you. I want to make something crystal clear here. You don't have to know a lot about uranium. FBI investigating Asian American teens, girlfriend, what have you. I don't know what that's all about here, whatever. But, my friends, you don't have to know a lot about uranium, And people say, well, Mickey D, you were in the Navy, you served on an aircraft carrier and the nukes, and you know a little bit about that and this, that, the other thing. You get on the military bases and all that. You talk to these people. That doesn't matter. Forget that. Forget all that, guys. All you want to know, and the number one lesson I can give to you that was given to me by the guys that you hear today, the guys I traded with, the 2005, 2006, 2007 run up. Yeah, I was trading with Doug Casey. I was trading with guys like James Dines, who was my mentor. These are the people that got me in these things early. They said, Mickey D, this is what you have to do. And I listened. I said, this is what we have to do. There's this thing coming on called the internet. There's going to be these stocks. It's going to revolutionize communication. Okay, I was in. I bought these little small stocks that were, really, really low. like a quarter. That's where the baby knockout came in. And as you guys know, I traded AOL like a madman and did very well with America Online back in the day. Well, I had the money, right? And those guys had already set up. It's James Steins, it's visionaries. They'd already set up trades with this thing called uranium. And they said there was going to be a little shortage and things were going to happen and the price was going to go up. Well, you look back at it and you say, well, those guys were right then. They were right on the internet stocks being this internet thing being something that nobody really heard of. That was something. And then guys, I used a typewriter and stuff. Before this, that's why my videos and stuff are so bad, because I'm not part of this generation, guys. I'm an OG. So I'm not really part of this thing here, this modern and all that. I need to hire some videographers and all that stuff, and do this modern day stuff, But anyway, the stocks, my friends, they got me in early, and they got me in early, just like they got me in early now. Guys, the African uranium super trade that I'm doing with my private students right now. If you want to become a private student, you can just go ahead and look at the information there in the description, and you can go in that direction. Guys, this will be a super duper trade. This is one of those trades. Guys, the uranium market is so small, it is a little boys club is what it is. I call it a little boy. Now, of course, I'm not in the boys club, but I talk to people that are in the boys club. And every now and then they throw me some nuggets, and I call them. I talk to the CEOs and I talk to these people. I pass this on to my subscribers and my private students. And, I have a good relationship with a lot of the CEOs that have been around for a long time. Some of these CEOs been around for years and years and years, and they know their stuff. Some of the OGs, they know their stuff. I've done videos on them, guys, But some of these prices, guys, that we saw with like the OGs, these baby knockouts that were under a quarter, some were 3 cents, some were 5 cents, guys. We're not going to see those prices anymore. So you got to get in where you fit in, And that lesson they gave me has stuck with me the rest of all of my trading career. In order to beat Wall Street, because I can't beat the computers, I can't beat these algorithmic traders. A company that's got 500 million computers. I can't beat those computers, but I can do some research, and I can get in those stocks real early, like in the $2 range with Uranium Participation Corporation. Where it's going to blow up now. We're already in because we read. So we knew that was one of the 10 stocks, right? My friends, and I've shared the story about Denison Mines. I've taken Denison Mines with me, the first two, and I did well, and it became a teenager at one from these low levels, became a teenager, over $13 for me, my friends. But the very simple key, the lesson I want you to leave here with, guys, is you gotta jump on these stocks. You gotta get these stocks early. That's when you make your dough, guys. You make it early, like right now, like with the African uranium super trade, guys. Guys have asked me, well, which ones do you like? I like them all. But my friends, if you gotta go those first 3 or 4, what have you, diversify, guys. Even, that's why we write the books. We let you know. But marijuana today, I wrote this at the height of the marijuana boom, when we were making a lot of money, right? Guys, some guys were up 3,000 and 4,000% on the marijuana stocks. So guys, I promised that I would tell you what was next. I said marijuana today, vanadium and uranium tomorrow. Companies get in early, hold, and grow rich. If you're holding and you were in some of those companies, congratulations, guys, especially those combo companies there that were all baby knockouts, except for Energy Fuels. It was about 95 cents or so. But the others were they're leading vanadium stocks for tomorrow. One of those stocks right now, the third stock, is being billed, it's a vanadium stock, but it's being billed as a uranium stock right now. And we're thinking about taking a little bit of that. Guys, I will probably be giving another baby knockout in the uranium area here. And I'll be adding a stock to our African uranium super trade here probably in a week or so. I'll be adding that for my private students. If you want to become one of them, you can, my friends. But did exceptionally well. All you got to do is do this thing one time, guys. You don't need to know all this stuff. You don't need to know about the. You don't need to know anything. You know, all you need to know is supply is short and demand is very high. You know, that's all you need to know. So anything from there, you know, if you want to study uranium, sure, study uranium. Go into the Navy like I did and study uranium. But you don't need to know anything, guys. You don't need to know nothing. You know, all you need to know, like I said, is the supply is dwindling. The supply is short supply with big demand. You know, that's all you need to know that the price of that fuel that we need for those nuclear plants, for that nuclear energy, that base load energy that everybody's talking about right now. We need to get rid of this and carbon free and this, all the buzzwords coming from Washington, coming from Europe, coming from Southeast Asia, coming from China, all that. They all, and when I tell you that the Chinese are taking over China and they're taking over the uranium market in China, America, if any American leaders are listening right now, or any Canadian leaders, or any world leaders right now, because I know you guys peep in, you know, we're all over the world. If you're listening to me right now, you guys, this should be a wake-up call, because the Chinese they're eating everybody's lunch over in Africa right now. Everybody's sleeping on uranium in Africa. Yeah, some of the countries, they don't need anything. They won't get anything. But if you guys think that they have lower levels of uranium guys, you can go online in less than 2 years. In less than 2 years. It may take you 10, 15, 20 in America, or it may take you 20 years in Canada to get a new mine. Guys, those companies, I'll talk more to my private students about what's going on there. But my friends, my lesson to you today in my third uranium bull market, my friends, is get in early. So when I give you these baby knockouts, and I have several right now I'm working on that are under a quarter right now, that some have. Can you imagine a 3-cent stock that has one of the top 10 uranium deposits in the world? In the world. And it's only 3 cents. These are the kind of stocks that I will be giving to my private students, my friends. These are the kind of stocks that will go up. We're talking, 10x. 10x, guys, is really, 1,000% is going to be a joke here, because we're at 1,000% already with some of the uranium stocks already. What are we at with what's George doing down there? George Glacier, Western Uranium and Vanadium. George has us up already. You got in early. We're already up 700, 800% already. So that's why I said they're going to be our first uranium 10x, and then we'll go from there, guys. But get in early. This is a no-brainer trade. This is not rocket science. Get you a little basket of these little stocks, my friends. I'm not talking to ones selling a lot of wolf tickets up in the Athabasca Basin or up in, here, there, and other foreign countries and stuff. I'm talking about get you a set of, and the ones that are out right now in the Athabasca, those are legit, guys. Make no mistake about it. There's about 4 of them or so that are legit. And yes, they have the goods. They go with Denison Mines. I mean, come on, you guys. This is not rocket science, guys. This is not, uranium, maybe it is, but it's not. I'm just kidding. It's not rocket science, guys. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'd love to have you on board, guys. Make this happen. You don't have to learn all this stuff all your life or anything. Make this happen one time for you and your family, and it'll be a life-changing experience for you. Make it happen, guys. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. You guys have a great rest of the week trading. Thank you once again for tuning in. I know there are people coming. There are what do they call them in football? Or there's just people coming out everywhere talking about this uranium trade, because it really is a no-brainer, guys. And that's just the way it is. It's just a matter of patience and getting into those stocks. Just be patient. Get into those African uranium super trade stocks and just be patient. Just be patient, guys. That's the key to this thing. Just getting in early, like now, and being patient. And just wait. And just wait. For you that have asked my portfolio, I think I have maybe about 20 right now uranium stocks that I am trying to dwindle down to. I want to be set when things really start. I think when Sprott, probably here in a couple months or so, when they get their game together, they have their game face on, and Eric is ready over there, and those guys are ready over there, and Rick is ready to just pounce. You know, when they're ready, I think it'll be game on. Now, I'm not saying we ain't gonna be up 1,000% by then, but it'll be game on when Sprott joins the party. It'll be game on, guys. So that's what I wanted to spread to you guys. Get in the game. Get your stocks now. You can always sell. You know, my friends, it's so much easier buying, $200 or $300 worth of stock. And I'm not investment advice, guys, but it's so much easier buying a stock at 5 cents or 3 cents and putting a couple $100 on it, and getting you a couple thousand shares, 1,500 shares or something. It's just so much easier that way early on, and then selling somebody that's not performing well and adding to that one that is performing well. It's a strategy, my friends. It's not for everybody, but it's a strategy that has worked for me in the past. So I've got my basket now, 20 stocks. I know of those 20 that 5 of them will flame out, but for the most part, when things get started, all those 20 are going to go up. So I have a decision to make as to which ones I'm going to sell and add to those winners. They're winners also, but they've only gone up not just 100% or so. Where these guys that are really rolling 400, 600, 800%. And it's not a pipe dream, guys. This is reality when you get in early. I'm taking you, this is the same thing. You guys that were here, the internet stocks up in Canada, we did the same thing. We got in Afria, we got in early, under $1. Canopy, the big dog up there, nobody even knew what the name Canopy was. Well, we were telling everybody to buy Canopy. It was under $3. Aurora, 38 cents, 30 cents or so. We bought Aurora. Guys, it went up to $10. Canopy went up to over $60, because we got in early. Do I want to touch those stocks now? Probably wouldn't touch them with a 10-foot pole right now. But when you get in early, and they run, just like we're doing with uranium right now, uranium's a whole different ballgame, guys. And when we got our Bitcoin, Ethereum stocks, that one that we're still holding on to, that's not doing that well. I'm talking about high blockchain technologies, but we're waiting for a NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange listing on that, and then we'll see how it does, guys. But get in early. Getting in early. That's the key, my friends. Get in like now. Like now. Bite the bullet. I told you months ago, I was talking about Paladin. Paladin, plug your nose, because some of these stocks stink. And you've been giving me questions about them also, guys. Mickey D, aren't they gonna go, don't they need more money? Yeah, a lot of that. is true. I don't like the share structures on some. They stink. But you know what? They have a mine already built. They can go online. They can be in production in less than a year, or in some cases less than 2 years, some cases less than 6 months. That's going to separate them from those companies that are out 10 months away. Those companies that are not 10 months away, 10 years away. Those companies that are 12 years away and trying to run game on us. Please, come on. Save that drama for somebody else's mama, because it ain't happening here. You guys are going to be in the stocks. People we know. Somebody, Western Uranium, call George. George, what's going on? Stocks pulled down to 30 cents. George, what's going on? No problem, Mickey. Don't worry about it. No problem. You know how he talks. Don't worry about it. It's not a problem. We got some. We got to go to court. We got to do some landings, a couple things, and we'll take care of it, Mickey. No problem. We're not even worried about anything. He's the founder and former president of Uranium Fuel, of Energy Fuels. So that's another one of the stocks that we were in super early. Guys, you got to get in these stocks early. And at under $2, I still like Western. I gave you the $1 last call. But my friends, these stocks, I'm going to be a little long here, but these stocks, you hang around because I'll give you another stock here in a minute. I'm not. But these stocks, my friends, we still like some of the winners, some of the baby knockout winners. We like them way up. We think they're going way up higher. Some of them, I'd scare you guys if I told you what potential I thought they had, because a lot of these have super potential, especially the African uranium super trade. Some of those stocks, my friends, have double digits written all over them, and they're under $1 now. They have double digits written all over them. The ones that are over $1 too, they've got $50 written on their palm. They've got $50 written on their palm. So we'll see, guys. You have a great, great rest of the trading day. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. If you're not a subscriber, go ahead and hit subscribe. We'll have some books, information for you here, some links for you. The Scoop store is open. You can get your baby knockout gear, guys. Thanks for your support. I tell you, without you guys have been fantastic. So you guys have been with me the long time. Guys, Izzy and all you guys. You guys. I don't want to start naming names because there's been so many. But you guys, you pop in and then you pop out and pop in, and then I see these other forums, and the guy will say, well, Mickey D gave us that a year ago when it was half the price it is right now. I like that stuff. I like that stuff, guys. Because I read some of that. And sometimes everybody will hit me and they'll tell me, this is a quote from such and such, and he said you put him in here at this price and all. I like that stuff. That really touches my heart. Touches my heart, guys. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family. You guys have a wonderful day, and this trade is going to be great. But it's not going to go straight up. Like I told you guys, it's not going to go straight up. It's going to be some bumps in the road. When Denison goes to 4, it's probably going to come back into the 2s. When he goes to 8, it's coming back down to the 4s. So it's going to be bumpy. It's going to be volatile, guys. Just enjoy the ride because you're in super early. Get in super early. That's the key. No one right now is really focusing on this trade, especially a year ago or so. When I can't, Mickey D, I did videos 2-3 years ago. You guys got to see some of these videos too. Those sleeper stocks, I got 3 sleepers for you. I got 4 home runs for you. You guys take a look at these stocks because they're still early and they're still in play. Love you. God bless you. Take care of you and your family, guys.